Start record. There we go. So let's start this over since our technical difficulties were there. So for those of you that are new, welcome to the show. Today we're going to be working with the Prima Sunrise Sunset Collection, which I'm about to show you in a moment. And we're going to be creating this wonderful hanging canvas, okay? So let me show you the collection really quickly so that you guys know what it is. So this is the collection, and it's in the A4 pad, okay? And it's really, really pretty. And I know the lighting may not be fabulous, but anyway, I just want to show you. It's super distressed. It's super mixed media. Like, these pages are like just fab. One is nicer than the other. Super textured. And you can purchase Prima at... You can purchase it at the Flying Unicorn. You can purchase it at, let me think here, scrapbook.com, the Cherry on Top, Your Memories here. So there's a few different places that you can purchase these collections, okay? But really, really pretty paper. I mean, look at these gorgeous textures. I mean, one is just prettier than the next, right? So we'll certainly be using some of these tonight. But I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of the collection. Really, really pretty. And I really, look at this one, you guys. Oh my gosh, I just love this paper so much right here. Sorry, it's a little bit fuzzy. There we go. Oh, let me ensure that I give you links. Hang on. Allow links. Ta-da. There we go. This is called A4. The size of pad is A4, which is really great for mini albums or cards if you're a card maker. So I really like that. This is a really nice size, okay? So if you're not a big scrapbooker, this is really, really great. And you get 48 sheets. So you get about, I believe, there's 16 pattern papers and 3 sheets per design. Pretty fabulous, right? So yes, it is designed by Anna Finnabar, for those of you that know her by that name. And the collection is called Sunrise Sunset. Okay, so that's what we'll be using, and I'm just going to put this off to the side. I have already picked a few of the papers that I am going to use tonight. And the other thing that we're going to use several different products by Prima. This is a total Prima show, I swear, because I don't think I'm using anything else by any other company. So we're going to be using these fabulous, these are canvas, they're called Canvas Refill Pages, okay? And I'm going to pull one out for you because that's the one we're going to work with. You get 5 pieces, but look how huge they are. I mean, this is about, it's 12 inches long, right? By about, oh, it says right here, they're 6 by 12, okay? And you get 5 of them, and you can create a whole big album with them. So they're huge. I will be using Lindy's. I know, they're fabulous, right? So I'm going to take one out because I'll be using one tonight, and I'll put the other one off to the side. So these are the papers that I picked, chose. Like, look at this one. Did you guys see that when I was black screen? Uh-oh. Do I have a black screen, or do we need to refresh? Okay. Does everybody have a black screen, or is it just Tina? Okay, so Tina, you need to refresh, honey. These are just so pretty, which we're going to come, hey, from Puerto Rico. Hey, Natasha, honey, how are you? We're going to also be using this fabulous Canvas Resist. This is by the Divine Collection, though. So we'll be using that tonight as well. And for those of you that want the code, it's 564025, but really, really pretty. And let me see here. A couple other things that we'll be using tonight is I took this Alterations die by Tim Holtz, and I cut out a whole bunch of these chipboard letters, okay, like a whole bunch of them, which we're going to do a really, really funky technique, okay, tonight. So stay tuned. This is just fabulous, and this is like the most awesome die. And I know it's a little bit pricey, but you guys, this is so worth it, okay? Such a worth it die. Love, love, love it. Let's see, we're going to use a whole bunch of Inkville's fabulous shabby chic treasures. Okay, so really, really pretty. And I'll go through them once I kind of use them throughout the show. Okay. But you know, the clocks and the junkyard finding clocks and the beautiful shabby chic treasures. So we'll be using some of those, and then some fabulous flowers that I'll be showing you throughout the show, okay? And wood pieces and such. So why don't we go ahead and let's just get started, and I'll show you the products as we go along. How does that sound? Yes. Oh, the canvas resist. Yes, it's a kind of like a gloss. It has like a resist paper. It's almost like an embossed thing. So what I'm going to do for my room, what I'd like to do is I'd like to have a whole bunch of hanging canvases of myself, the kids, my hubby, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And this is the photo that I'm going to use tonight. So I kind of, you know, I'm going to kind of have it off to the side, okay? So we're going to get started. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create texture on this page, okay? And by doing that, all I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to take this huge stencil by Prima, and it is from the Sunrise Sunset collection. And this one, the number is 960186, okay? 960186. The canvas thing, the code, sure. Where did I put it? The code on the canvas thing is 920845. Okay? So let's get this buddy open since I can't seem to do this. All right, here we go. We're going to do that. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to take our beautiful weathered wood distress ink. So we're going to use that, and I'm just going to grab one of my tools. Should have prepped that before the show, huh? Not as organized as I thought, my friends. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink it up really good. I like to really just get it in there. Sometimes I find my room is really cold, and I wonder if sometimes my pads evaporate just a little bit. I don't know. Anyhow, they are water-based, so you never know. So I'm just going to apply the screen. What I like to do is I want to make sure that even my seams get done. So I kind of like to put the squares almost off the page to ensure that I get a really good coverage. And I'm not going to do the full thing, but I am going to do kind of randomness, okay? And I don't want to be super dark, so I'm kind of going to go really heavy in some spots. Should I put the camera down just a little bit? Hang on, so that you guys can see a little bit better. Just like that. Let me see if that's a little bit better. What do you think? Is that a little bit better? I think so. Okay. Are we good? Okay. And then I'm going to go kind of lighter in other spots. Okay, so a little bit heavy and then a little bit light. It's almost like you know, rays of sunshine, right? A little bit dark and then kind of light. So that's kind of what I'm doing. If that makes sense. I hope that made sense, how I was explaining it. Rays of sunshine, dark and then light. Okay. Right? This is what we've got so far. So really, really pretty. And I'm going to do a little bit on the bottom as well, just for fun. Isn't that pretty? And again, a little bit dark. A little bit light. Okay. Isn't that a beautiful stencil? I love the stencil. Prima has come out with the most stunning stencils this year. It's just so fabulous. Like, look at that. Stunning, right? Simply stunning. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to clean this up later. So I'm going to put this beside me. I always hate the cleanup process after my shows. I swear, it's like, what was I thinking? So I'm going to put this back, and if you're wondering, I'm using Weathered Wood Distress Ink by Tim Holtz, okay? So that's what I'm using for that. I'm going to put this away for a moment. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we want to start kind of building a little bit of layers, right? So you guys know that I love my layers, right? So I keep saying so, and I'm actually getting kind of sick of myself, okay? Just saying. This is an old backing from a Prima felt piece that I had used like many moons ago, and I saved it. Is that not crazy? So I'm kind of going to use it here, okay, for a little bit of texture and background. So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be using this wonderful lace, and I'm going to be using drywall tape. Okay, so go get yourself some drywall tape, and a fabulous zipper that I found at the thrift store, and you guys know my absolute favorite Prima ribbon. This is called Lace 545505. Okay, and I'm going to be using a couple other stencils. This is the Crackle stencil, and then the Clock stencil. And I'm going to laugh because I don't actually think I have it in the right packaging, so I shouldn't even give you the code because you'll be like, what? That's not the right code. So sometimes I just stick them in packaging and it's not the right one. So at the end of the show, I'll post all the things that I used, okay? The Crackle stencil is just fabulous, right? So, so I'll be using those, okay, for texture. And we're going to start by putting some of the laces, okay? And I like to use Beacon Fabri-Tac. It's for sure one of my favorite glues. So I'm just going to unplug it there. There we go. And I'm going to apply a little bit of, I'm going to use the whole thing. I'm going to use that whole strip of ribbon. That's all I have left. It's from my hoard vault, and I have nothing left. Can you believe that? And I don't think Prima has it anymore. Isn't that sad? So sad. I just want to ensure that I'm kind of putting it in the right place. I'm going to put it down just a tad bit because I don't want to cover the holes, right? So just a tad down right there. That's okay if I got glue there. Not a problem. Okay, yeah, right there. Okay, so that's where I'm going to put it. It's okay that we have glue. Our photo is going to go there. No problem. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to start applying that down as well. And I'm going to take my fabulous scissors. Creating layers, baby. Oh, did I go somewhere? Where did I go? Were you guys having trouble seeing me? Sorry about that. That's what happens is when our views kind of go up and then our, you know, we kind of start losing. We start losing it. Okay. If you hear my kids, they're upstairs playing in their playroom, so I'm sorry about that. But you know what? At least they're not down here bugging us, right? So that's really exciting. For me, at least. Less stress for mama. As cute as they are, it's really hard to do a show with kids, if you know what I mean. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just putting that down. And all I'm doing right now is just a little bit of layers, okay? A little bit of layers here and there. And we're going to pull out the paper here in just a moment. Okay. Just a moment. Just like that. All right. And we're going to put a little bit on the top as well. And we're going to kind of do it in little layers. So we're going to do a little bit right here. Sorry, I'm in the zone if you're asking questions, trying to glue. All right, just like that. And sometimes this ribbon, what I find is that it gets a little bit crinkly. in the packaging. So if you have an iron, it's great, or you can just take your Fabri-Tac and apply lots of glue to it on the tips, and it should be fine. We're gonna apply gesso to this anyhow, so it doesn't really matter. It's not gonna be too bad. Okay. I saw Natasha from Lots of Nerves. Who has nerves? I don't have nerves. Or somebody getting married. Is that what we're talking about? Natasha, I want to come to Puerto Rico. I'm going to make it there, I promise. One of these days, I'm going to come and teach, I promise. It's my little goal there. Sorry, I had to have a sip of my little tea. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to take our paper. Okay. You're getting married, honey. Oh, congratulations. That's fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. So what I'm going to do, this is one of the papers, and I really love that it's got these little squares. So I'm actually going to cut a couple of these little squares, and I'm going to kind of layer them a little bit. Okay, so right now we're just layering. We're going to be spraying the heck out of this thing, right? You guys know that already. It's no news, right? No news to you. You just know. You know. And I'm trying not to use too much of the pink because I'm actually not going to be focusing too much on that pink. All right. So we'll do that. That's as much as I'm going to use out of that paper. And then I really, really love this one right here. So I kind of want to cut a little bit of that out to stick out of my photo a little bit. And I love using scraps with this collection. It's just so forgiving. So forgiving. I'm going to be pasting this down, so no worries. Okay. And I don't want to cover too much of that lace. Okay, there we go. I actually cut this to size. I already pre-played a little bit before the show, so I actually know what I'm making today. Isn't that fabulous? Except this one is a little bit too big, so we're actually going to put it right up here. And then that one will just take off. Okay, so just like that, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it with my Fabri-Tac. Because this is a canvas, then you'll find that if you don't use some sort of fabric glue, it's really not going to stick down. So that's what I would recommend. And don't worry that the paper is a little bit stark on the edges, because we're going to be spraying and such. It's not going to matter too much. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac right there. There we go. All about layers, my friends, right? You wouldn't want to cover any of the laces. I know. It's kind of hard, right? Just need to test, make sure. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Oh, see, this one I put a little bit too high. There we go. Just like that. Fabulous. Oh, here, this piece actually goes right here. I remember now. You know when you just forget? I took a picture with it. I pre-prepped this with my phone. And do you think I could pull it out to look at it? No. I like to just create. Again, it's like I like hard work or something. Okay, so that's kind of where the photo will go. Isn't that pretty lace? It's just so gorgeous. Now what we want to do is we want to take our wonderful tape. This is drywall tape. Go to your local hardware store. Super cheap. You'll love it. And what I like to do a little bit is I like to kind of play with it. You can kind of like pull it apart. See how fun that is? I don't know if you can see that, right? Just kind of pull it and really play with it. We're going to gesso it, so it doesn't matter if the stickiness is not on there. But I just kind of like to pull it apart and really play with it. Okay, so now we're going to kind of apply it throughout, just like that. And this will give the canvas a whole lot of texture, okay? So we're going to cut a little bit more. Love drywall tape. Whoa, see? Ripped a piece off. Oh, there's Ava. Spoke too soon. I'm gonna apply some right here. Yes, Ava? Yes, but go upstairs, please. Don't bug me. Okay, just a little bit more. And we're going to put a little bit down here. Just like that. And it is sticky, so it does stick down. So if it loses a little bit of the stickiness, that's okay. Like I said, we'll be gessoing it in just a moment. And I'm just going to pull the lace right over top of it. Just like that. And we can always add more lace if we feel like it. That's the beauty. So I do love some of the laces and such from the actual paper. So I do want to cut some of these out. I really love this ruler in particular. This ruler is just super funky. And what I'm going to do with it is I'll show you something a little bit fun. And apparently I don't know how to cut in a straight line. Okay, there we go. So do you guys see that it's got all these holes? What you can do is you can kind of just go right in between each hole and cut it so that it's kind of like a ripped, torn edge from a notebook. Does that make sense? God, I hate these scissors. They hurt my hand. You guys know I have like horrible carpal tunnel. Where are my scissors? I'll use these ones. At least the Tim Holtz scissors are so much better. Oh yeah. Okay. How are the... My screen is frozen, so I'm hoping yours isn't. Okay, so I'm just kind of distressing it right now. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and apply it like right there. Okay, and I'm just using my fabric glue just because it's easy. Just like that. Can you guys see me okay? Okay, good. And I haven't pasted the photo down. However, I am going to put some glue over the top of it so that I know exactly where it goes. Okay, there we go, just like that. And then I'm going to use, I think, a little bit of this beautiful lace. So, so pretty. This is called Fabri-Tac by Beacon. Beacon makes it. Okay. So what I like about this paper is it doesn't have a whole lot of pieces that you can fussy cut. And even though I love to fussy cut, sometimes I just like nice, cool patterns or effects on a paper that I can really play with and create some really cool mixed media effects. So that's kind of what I love about this paper line. It's a little bit different than some of the other papers that Prima has. And that's really cool because, you know, you don't want to have everything the same, right? And I just want to let you all know that Lindy Stamp Gang is offering 50% off by using the code LEEMORE. You will get 50% off your order if you go on the Lindy Stamp Gang website. So go ahead and do that if you are a Lindy Stamp Gang fan. And you will receive 15% off your order. Isn't that fabulous, you guys? Simply, simply fabulous. Okay, so we're gonna put, I was gonna put this here. Should have put it down first, but that's okay. I'm just gonna tuck it right underneath here. Just like that. Perfect. And I'm gonna just cut the end off right there. And I'm gonna apply a little bit of fabric glue. There we go. Just like that. Lots of layering. It's all about layering, you guys, right? And I'm going to apply a little bit of this glue here and here. Okay, just like that. Love, love, love. Okay, this is what we've got so far. I think 15, yes, or 20 or something like that. Hang on, I could look at my email, but just go put 50, 15, not 50. No, 1.5, not 50. Okay, this is what we've got so far. You thought it was 50? Okay. And the next thing, so I'm going to put this off to the side. And the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to go ahead and take my square stencil just once again, and I'm actually going to put it on top of my photo. Okay. And I'm going to take my weathered wood. All right, just like that. And I'm just going to go over top of it, the photo and stuff again. Okay. Just like this. Do you see that? Isn't that cool? You guys have to start paying, I think, to stop getting commercials. All right. And then I'm going to do just a little bit over here as well. Okay. Just like that. All right. Can everybody see okay? I know it's expensive. Oh yeah, that's right. It's $9 a month. So it's not too bad to stop commercials. It's not bad at all. Yeah, because you're not broadcasting, right? This is weathered wood, yes. Okay, do you like it so far? All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take some